Have you ever heard about the 5 components of fitness? If you've never heard about the 5 components of fitness, stay tuned because I'm going to break down each component, why each one is important, and why you shouldn't have just 4 out of 5 or 3 out of 5 and consider yourself fit. Get 5 out of 5 right and then be fit. Okay? Eddie G here from GF7 Fit, which stands for Grace Fitness 7, feeling incredible today. You're not gonna feel incredible if you're missing one of these components, okay? So let's talk about the first component. We're looking at cardio. And I put up there, you should be able to run 1 mile under 10 minutes. Again, these are general terms. This is not textbook. Textbook probably has it 7 minutes, 8 minutes. They're a little bit more harsh than I am as a trainer. But I've been a trainer for 12 years, and I can tell you pretty much what the average American needs at this day and age. You should be able to run a mile under 10 minutes. Your heart's in fairly good shape. Are you going to be an Olympic athlete at that time? Are you going to be a Division I running back? No. But for the most part, if you're a trainer, you're not going to be training these type of athletes. They already have their trainers, you know. You're going to be training retired school teachers, you know, retired office workers, people who worked in corporate America, people who are maybe 50, 80 pounds, you know, above their base weight. You know, this is the type of people you're going to be training. So this is going to make a lot of sense to you. I like to give practical information. You know, there's something that's in the books, and they're great, written by people with PhDs and everything. Most of those people never train anybody. Yeah. Most of your teachers that you went to school, and you got your bachelor's, master's, or even a PhD, most of them never train anybody. They live in little studies and little control groups, which is not reality. They live outside of reality, and I live inside of reality. I'm gonna tell you what works for an actual trainer, people who actually train people, who are actually doing these things. And I can tell you right now, running 1 mile under 10 minutes is still a good benchmark. Number 2, for your strength, I can tell you right now, if you can bench your body weight for reps, I put at least for reps. I'm gonna say, if you're 200 pounds and you can rep 5 times clean reps on your bench, you're fairly strong. You're way above average in the American average. Now, if you're a guy who can bench, if you're 200, you can bench 400, 440, then that doesn't really matter to me because you might be lacking another component. Again, you're not gonna come to me, I'm not gonna end up training you. I'm gonna train the people who can't even bench their body weight. People who probably can't even bench half their body weight. These are the people who are gonna end up hiring a trainer. All right, that's the people who get a trainer. The people who can bench for, oh, I can bench 440. Well, who cares? I really don't care if you can bench 440. You know what I mean? You know what impresses me more? Somebody who's trained 10,000s of people who have taken them from not being able to bench their body weight. They can now bench their body weight. They've now changed their life. They changed their physicality. They changed their mind. They battled against anxiety, against depression. You know, that's what, for me, is more impressive. You know, and that's the type of videos I'm doing to reach the people. You know, the 99% of the population that are not working out. These videos, and I know my YouTube channel is a small market channel, you know, but I'm trying to reach people, 99% of people who don't work out. You might be obese. You might be diabetic, pre-diabetic, high blood pressure. You might even get tired tying your shoes. So why would you go for strength if you're getting tired tying your shoes? If you're getting tired, you're out of breath climbing 2 or 3 flights of steps or stairs. You know, forget about strength. Worry about your heart first, because that's a big no-no. You know what I mean? Get in shape first before you start hitting the weights a lot. Prioritize, and that's what I'm trying to do. That's the type of trainer I am. You know what I mean? I don't really care if a guy he's 200, bench is 600. Good for him. You know. Good for him. I mean, that's an incredible feat. I'm not underestimating that feat whatsoever. That's top of the line, 0.001%. But in reality, that's not many people. That's why in science you're going after 95%, the 98% of the people. You're not thinking about the one guy out of a billion, maybe. That's your Olympic athletes. Okay. So next, strength. Your legs for your squat and your deadlift. You should be able to squat or deadlift for clean reps, you know, 45 clean reps without struggling, 1.5 times your body weight. I'll consider you fairly strong at that point. That means if you're 200 pounds, if you could do 300 for 5 clean reps on squats or deadlift without you looking like you're about to kill over, then you're fairly strong. By no means are you going to win a strongman contest. You know, there's people who are 200 pounds that deadlift 600. I know that. You know what I mean? And people might comment, well, I'm 200, right? Deadlift 650. Great. That's great for you. I'm just telling you the components of fitness. And if you can run a mile under 10 minutes and you can bench your body weight and you can squat 1.5 times your body weight for clean reps, you got 1 and 2 pretty much covered. you're gonna make it to 90, 95 healthy. That's the type of coach I am. For 8 years, I was a holistic health practitioner and a massage therapist. So my approach to training is not just the people in the gym showing their bodies off. That's great. A lot of them are in pretty good shape. But there's also been people with six-pack who've had heart attacks at 50 years old and at 55. So don't always judge the book by its cover. Most of the times you can, but you can't do it all the time, you know? Next is muscle endurance. So let's just say you can run pretty good, you got strength, but your muscles don't really last that long. Like you can do 5 reps, but you can't do half of your body weight for 20 reps. Then right there's a big red flag. So me, if I was your coach, I would have you do 1 day for strength, 5 reps of your body weight. Then another day I would take off just your body weight and have you do 20, 25 reps for 3-4 sets. Does that make sense to you? If it's making sense to you, hopefully that's what these videos are designed to make sense to the average American, to the average person watching them. Because you can now translate up to like 80 languages on YouTube. Just hit translate and it automatically translates for you. This is a pretty good job. After that is BMI. So we're talking body fat percentage. If you're a man and you actually truly get an accurate reading of your body fat and it's under 20%, you're doing a pretty good job. Most men right now are sitting anywhere from 25 to 30% body fat. I know some that are probably 40 to 50% body fat. That means half their body is fat. Yeah, let that sink in. That's gonna cause a lot of problems, because a lot of that belly fat is gonna mess up your liver. It's gonna mess up your hormones if you're a man and make you release more estrogen. So you gotta be really careful with how you're eating. And for a woman under 30%, you're doing pretty good. You're doing probably better than 95% of Americans. All right. Since I live in the United States, I'm saying America as a threshold. Okay, you're doing 95% better than most people. Men under 20%. People always ask me what percentage I am. I sit around 17.5% body fat. Am I going to win a bodybuilding contest? No, I'm not. Do I have all these components of fitness? Yes. Am I going to make it to 95 healthy? Yes. And I want you to make it to 95 years old healthy as well. And that's why I'm doing these videos. So hopefully I can motivate you in the right way so you can end up being healthy and be there for your grandkids, your great-grandkids, your great-great-grandkids. They can see grandpa or grandma healthy. Someone who loves life and likes to take care of themselves. All right? Flexibility, last but not least. Upper body, the back scratch test, you should be able to put your hands here behind your back. And if your fingers can get in 1 inch to 3 inches of each other, or they can touch, you're good to go. 1 or 3 inches to each other, you're still good to go. Pretty flexibility. If you can only get to like 6, 8 inches of each other, then man, you better start doing some flexibility movements. Lower body, if you can touch your toes fairly comfortable, you're doing pretty good. Of course, there's many more tests you can do for flexibility, and I get that. I'm just giving you some general information that you can use, some practical information. Like if you get a session with me, I'm not gonna put you through a whole day of testing. I want you to start working out. I want you to start sweating out those toxins, getting that blood movement, that blood flow to the brain, to the muscles, so you can feel better today. I don't want to waste your time for a bunch of stuff, like exercise science stuff, which I love, but that's why I got my master's degree, so I can now break down what I learned in real simple steps where you can become healthy. And these are the 5 components of fitness. If you have a lot of cardio, but you can't bench press your body weight or squat 1.5 times your body weight or deadlift it, then start doing some strength training. If you can have a lot of strength, you can bench press twice your body weight, but you can't rep anything for more than 10 reps. Most people can't. I'm just making it as an example. But if that would be you, then definitely go for some muscle endurance. If you have the first 3, but your body fat is 30% and you're a man, like you can run under 1 mile. I know guys that are big guys that can run 8-minute miles fairly easy, and they're big men. They're super strong. They can bench press twice their body weight, deadlift 3 times their body weight. They have muscle endurance. They can do 50 reps, but their BMI is 30%, and they want to hit that BMI. Are they going to lose some strength when they watch what they eat? They're probably going to lose some strength, yeah. But they're strong enough, and they can sacrifice one for the other. Because by having that BMI in a good range, you release more natural testosterone, more free testosterone, and you won't release so many hormones that are going to cause damage to your heart and to your brain. And then last, if you have the first 4, but you're not flexible, you're like this, but you can't even move your arms, you can't even throw a punch, you can't even throw a kick, you know? The day you had to go do something like that, you may get injured, so you want to work on the flexibility. And this is where the 5 components of fitness come in. Again, if you need a trainer, go to gracefitness7.com, that's my website, or you can also go to gf7fit.com, that's abbreviated for the GF7 or the Grace Fitness 7. Either of those will take you to my website. You know, get a session. Yeah, you do have to pay before you get a session, and then but you can check the time slots that I'm available. You know, put the time in there what works best for you.